dear Ursula. I'm very happy to host you for the second time in Niš. Tonight we're going to be in Belgrade, but thank you for not having any issues with coming to Niš and neighborhood. Last time, actually, we once were announcing the path towards Merošina and Prokopje, then railroad Niš-Brestovac, and now we have this interconnector towards Bulgaria, and I'm very happy to have you here with us today. I believe it means a lot to the people in south of Serbia because they see the commitment to other parts of our country and not only to Belgrade and those richer parts of Serbia. I want to thank you personally for that kind of commitment because I can only imagine how nice it is for you to come to the Western Balkans knowing and being aware of all our quarrels and the problems we're facing with, and yet again you come here and to listen everything we say, because I know it's not easy because everybody's blaming somebody else for something else. But precisely for that, thank you, and thank you for the enormous support and help. I don't know if all the people realized what President of your European Commission said, but she has just said that we're going to get direct budget assistance for the energy due to the energy prices, 165 million euro. This is a huge money for us. For the EU countries, it may not be that much money, but for us, it is a huge amount of money. And thank you immensely. I want to immensely thank to the taxpayers of the European Union for the great support. We will know how to appreciate that, and it is a big thing for us, and it will make the problems we're facing easier. Additionally, thank you for the 500 million related to the investment which you mentioned, and speaking to our electric and power transmission connections with other countries in the Western Balkans. This is also one of the important infrastructure projects for our country. And I want to explain to the people, they were able to see on all these maps that until 3 years ago we had no gas pipeline. We had something coming from Beregovo in Hungary to Pančevo, and that was all. The north of Serbia, so Vojvodina, a bit of Belgrade, and that's it. Central Serbia did not exist in that sense. Then we built one more pipeline from Zaječar and Vrška Čuka up to the north of Serbia. Now we are constructing this pipeline with Bulgaria, and I want to say again, big thank you to both Ursula and the European Union because they provide us with the 50 million euro out of 88.5 million of total price for the interconnector between Bulgaria and Serbia. So this is a lot of money once again, and what's our plea? What I want to remind to the projects here in the area of Niš, and to thank to His Excellency Mr. Giuffre for his engagement, particularly lately when it comes to the high-speed railroad from Belgrade to Niš. The price of the railroad is skyrocketing due to everything that's happening in the market, starting from the iron, oil, cement. Going to have 600 million euro grants to build this railroad, and this is a great thing for us. Niš-Brestovac is already being under construction. We're also working on Niš-Dimitrovgrad railroad, and you can see the highway that we've built with European Union, and the EU gave us for this entire highway out of 226 million euro, 40 euro grants through our Toplica region, so 77 kilometers from Niš to Merdare, which are going to connect us with Pristina, Gračanica, and further to Tirana and Durrës. So these things are huge things for a country and a lot of money for a country. And I mentioned, Ursula, that if somebody gave us 50 million euros, we would hardly invest it into the interconnector towards friendly Bulgaria. We would always spend it for some daily necessities. We were not able to think in a strategic way, but that's why we are grateful to the European Union and President of the European Commission for helping us to resolve things in mid-term and long-term, and not only speaking about short-term. And to be honest, when somebody gives you the money and not asking anything in return, then you must say one big thank you. And we have many more projects together, and I'm asking for this project that Commissioner Varhey was speaking about, and which Madam von der Leyen accepted with North Macedonia to start with it as soon as possible. Today there is a gas power plant in Skopje. Even if we had gas, we couldn't do that directly with Macedonians, but we have to go through Bulgaria and this entire reversible part to build with them and so on. So it's really important for us in the future. We have to think how to connect with both Montenegro, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Republika Srpska. Montenegro has no gas connections at all. So to see how to further expand it, because this means a lot. You've mentioned here 3 points, Pirot, Dimitrovgrad and Bela Palanka. Now it's going to be much easier for me to bring investors to those 3 places in Pirot County, and I hope to Babushnica as well, because in Pirot we already have Michelin tires. This is one of the biggest exporters from Serbia, and we really are in need of having more investors in both Dimitrovgrad and Bela Palanka and the entire Pirot region and Niš region, and I believe that the gas in industrial zones and the possibility to have district remote heating of both apartments and industrial facilities will mean a huge opportunity for the new investors to come to this part of Serbia. Those are really important things for us, and that's why I want to thank you for all that. And finally, I don't want to keep you more here, because tonight we're going to have discussions on all important topics, and what I said we've done related to 2 countries. We're working for the 3rd countries, but we promise we're going to do for more countries and to do everything it takes for, I'd say, aligning and harmonizing with the European visa policy. When we say by the end of the year, it means before the end of the year, just for you to know, but we always leave it as the last term, that is for the delivering of the results. Speaking about discussions with Pristina, I am very worried, though I saw your conference with Madam Osmani, and I saw that there was a word. Actually, she took the opportunity to speak about things against Belgrade and Serbia. I'm not going to do that. I never do that. And it's what's up to me is only to tell you that we're going to do everything we can to preserve peace and stability. And whether I'm afraid or worried, knowing thereby that Serbia did not start or initiate any of those issues, they were always unilaterally initiated. Whether I'm worried or am I worried, as you can see, but I said that we have no more place to go. We are going to do our best to preserve peace, to preserve stability, because even in this beautiful weather, you could see that Niš airport. You could see the Niš airport. We're going to invest more than 40 million euros in reconstruction of that airport. It's going to be a serious airport. We're going to have a new control tower, new facilities, new infrastructure, and to fix the tarmac. And we bought new snow machines, ice machines, all those things that are necessary. We're trying to make things better, and that's why we care the least about some escalations and tensions or any problems whatsoever. And I hope that in discussions with you, I will be able to see and to find some kind of a path in order to have stability in the entire region and to preserve it. Once again, thank you for your visit. Thank you for the immense support to the Republic of Serbia. Today you met part of the new team in the government of Serbia, and during the dinner you will have opportunity to meet and to get to know them better. Those are people who are European-oriented. For me, the most important thing is they are Serbian-oriented, and I believe that we're going to have good cooperation also when it comes to the rule of law and the Chapter 23 and 24 and many other things in which we have achieved some sort of progress, but I believe that we are going to achieve much more. Thank you once again for worrying about and caring for people in this country and for showing and helping us to lead the country in the right direction. And if we manage to preserve 4% growth in this year, in the last 3 years, we're going to be the first or second country when it comes to the growth in Europe, cumulatively observed, and that's not easy, and that's the pride of our country, and we would not be able to do that without Europe. Dear Madam President, I want to tell you that the overall trade exchange, not trade in services, just trade in the amount of 37 billion euros this year, which is going to be an absolute record. It was 33.3 in the previous period, whereby Serbia overall trade exchange Western Balkan will go to Serbia, 51% of that. There is certain percentage of export from the Western Balkan countries to the European Union, and I believe that this amount of 50 billion euro is going to be crossed. But sorry for bothering you and speaking this long, but thank you on behalf of our country, and I hope by the end of October next year we're going to finish this. I want to thank our Bulgarian friends, and you, Your Excellency, I would like you to convey the messages to our Bulgarian friends, and we can meet here or to have some joint meeting on the border between Serbia and Bulgaria and open this interconnector in October. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. We can now go to the questions. Unfortunately, due to obligations of both delegations, we have times for 2 questions for each speaker.